Melinda drives into a gas station and steps out of her car to enjoy a cigarette. She notices a man refueling his vehicle and approaches him, cautioning him about the risks of smoking near the fuel pumps. Despite the prominent no smoking sign nearby, the man seems indifferent to her warning. Melinda clarifies that her concern is not about smoking itself, but rather the location he chose to light up. The man snaps back, insisting he's not foolish and is careful with his cigarette.
It's just really dangerous to smoke by the pump. The whole gas station can light on fire.
I'm not an idiot, all right? What do you think, I'd take this and stick it in a pump?
I wasn't trying to be mean to you. You don't need to yell at me.
Taking his response to heart, Melinda walks away and heads into the gas station. Inside, Sheila the cashier informs her that she needs to restock supplies and clean the restroom since Diane neglected those tasks.
That's okay, I'll do it.
Melinda agrees and quickly changes into her work uniform. While restocking, she approaches a customer browsing snacks and enthusiastically recommends the pistachios, even offering a refund if he doesn't enjoy them. Her eagerness comes off as intrusive, and when she introduces herself, the man appears disinterested and takes the pistachios, eager to escape her odd behavior. Unbeknownst to Melinda, he discreetly empties the package and leaves. Later, Melinda cleans the restroom with an unusual level of commitment. While doing so, she scrolls through candid photos of a police officer on her phone, seemingly fixated on him. A man enters and is startled by her presence.
Whoa, Jesus. Is this the ladies' room?
No, you're in the right place. I was just cleaning the bathroom.
Prompting Melinda to stare at him blankly, showing a complete lack of empathy. He tells her he can't use the restroom while she's there. Meanwhile, Sheila is engrossed in TikTok videos featuring sophisticated women twerking. She encourages Melinda to join in on a cringe-worthy twerk, secretly recording the moment. When Melinda realizes she's being filmed, she reacts as if Sheila has embarrassed her.
Sheila, can you please delete that?
What are you doing? What do you care? No one knows who you are.
Please, can you delete it?
Oh, what are you doing, freak?
All the while, a suspicious man lurks outside the gas station, waiting for the right moment to make his move. An elderly man enters the store and inquires about Sheila at the cash register. He introduces himself as Fred, mentioning that they had a conversation 2 days prior. During their chat, Sheila had expressed discomfort about her aching feet. In response, Fred brought her some bath salts as a thoughtful gesture. Melinda accepts the gift on Sheila's behalf, but Sheila declines, stating that Fred visits every evening and she prefers to keep things platonic between them. Disheartened, Fred turns to leave, but Melinda stops him before he reaches his car. She tries to lift his spirits by saying that the insults he received suit her perfectly. Meanwhile, a suspicious man named Billy, who had arrived earlier, exits his vehicle and discreetly tucks a revolver into the back of his pants. Melinda introduces herself to him, and he inquires if there are any other employees in the store. He requests cigarettes just as a police car pulls up. The officer, whom Melinda had previously followed, steps out of the vehicle.
How are you, Melinda? Everything good tonight?
Yeah, everything's good.
And it's clear they are familiar with each other.
Is that your new car?
Inside, Billy watches the officer with tension, and he catches Sheila's gaze as she approaches him, asking if he needs assistance. He admits he's been browsing condoms. Sheila points out that he's been at it for 5 minutes, so she offers to help him select some. Outside, Melinda asks Officer Lou if she can take a spin in his new police car, even if it's just around the parking lot.
I can take my break right now. Can you take me for a ride?
He declines, citing his busy schedule.
What about the parking lot? Can we just go around the parking lot?
She jokes about getting arrested just to get a ride with him.
What if I took this?
No.
He promises to take her for a ride later and heads inside for a coffee. While Officer Lou is at the cash register, Billy heads to the restroom. He makes a lighthearted comment about the sex enhancement pills displayed on the counter.
I see. You've never had that problem.
At that moment, Sheila spots Melinda taking more pictures of the officer and shouts at her.
Melinda, what the hell are you doing?
Melinda drops her phone in surprise. Sheila demands to see what Melinda has been recording. Noticing Melinda on the verge of tears, the officer lightens the mood by revealing that his smartphone is also broken. He receives a phone call and departs without delay. Sheila then criticizes Melinda for taking candid shots of others, labeling her a creep. She snatches the phone and finds that Melinda has an entire collection of his photos.
Don't tell me you're some kind of weird virgin.
Stop it, Sheila.
Are you holding out or something? Because I'm sure one of these truckers out here will bang you in the bathroom if you ask them to.
Melinda steps outside for a cigarette. She is on the brink of tears. Upon returning, she unexpectedly finds herself facing Billy's revolver. He instructs her to stand beside Sheila, assuring them that he means no harm. Billy begins to explain his need for money, revealing that people are pursuing him and threatening his life. Sheila, growing impatient with his lengthy explanation, urges him to expedite the robbery. He demands all the cash from both the register and the safe room. Sheila informs him that only the managers have access to the safe room. The cash register contains less than $100. As most customers no longer pay with cash, she questions whether his gun is even real. This provokes Billy, who fires a shot in frustration.
Asshole!
Melinda, could you please tell your friend here to quit being so difficult?
She's not my friend. Sheila, stop being so difficult.
Melinda softly inquires if the money will be sufficient for Billy to settle his debts with the bikers. She resolves to assist him in retrieving the cash from the safe.
There's more money in the safe. I can get it for you. I'll go get it. How much do you need?
All of it.
Okay.
While she is gathering the money, two customers enter the establishment. He instructs Sheila to stay calm and avoid causing a scene. Melinda glances in the mirror and unbuttons her shirt to catch Billy's attention. Tension escalates as she struggles to provide change to the customer. Billy anxiously observes the unfolding situation from behind the shelves. The customer asks for directions, and Sheila writes him a note. She also includes a message to call 911 for assistance. As she attempts to pass the note to the customer, Melinda suddenly appears, crumples the paper, and tells them to leave. Once they finally exit, Billy approaches the counter, requesting the bag. Melinda hesitates to hand over the money and asks where he plans to go afterward. She expresses her desire to accompany him.
Can I go with you?
What?
Can you take me with you? Please?
Are you out of your mind?
Are you being serious?
Yes?
Billy is in shock, struggling to process what he just heard. He's reluctant to take her along, leading to a heated argument about money. Melinda stands her ground, refusing to give him the bag, confused about his reluctance to take her with him.
I just got you the money from the safe. You wouldn't have gotten that without me.
Her frustration is palpable. In a moment of aggression, he physically confronts Melinda and seizes the backpack. Sheila confronts him, accusing him of being a coward for intimidating two women with a weapon.
He, my boyfriend, isn't here right now.
Oh, wow. Am I?
Yeah,
the
he's got
boyfriend.
guns too. Definitely has a bigger dick than you. Take your money and get the out of here. Like a little bitch.
Billy, losing his cool, yanks Sheila from behind the counter. He commands Melinda to lock the door and hand over her phone. As they retreat to one of the back rooms, Melinda heads to the front. With a heavy heart, she fastens her shirt. Without hesitation, she grabs a cup of hot coffee and pours it over her hand. Then, she strides into the back room and douses Billy's face with the scalding liquid. In a swift move, she knocks him out with a fire extinguisher. As he collapses, Billy accidentally fires his weapon, tragically hitting Sheila. When Billy regains consciousness, he sees that Melinda has cleaned up and wrapped Sheila's body in a tarp. He insists he never meant to kill anyone, but as he attempts to rise, he realizes he's bound to a chair. Melinda sits across from him, silent. She asks him why he didn't take her with him. Billy tries to explain that the entire situation is just too bizarre. She feels betrayed that he chose to be with Sheila, despite Melinda's help in getting the money from the safe. Unsure of her next move, Melinda hasn't contacted the police. He argues that they are in this together and tries to persuade her to free him. Billy claims he didn't take her seriously at first. He acknowledges her exhaustion from working at the gas station and offers to take her with him. Melinda is puzzled by his disdain for her job at the gas station. She likens it to a museum filled with fascinating people and expresses her enjoyment in interacting with them. Then, she launches into a passionate speech about the social value of gas stations. Billy, wincing in pain, requests some painkillers. Melinda enters the store and picks up some painkillers from the front aisle. In the background, an irate customer is trying to force his way into the gas station. Feeling frustrated, Melinda heads to the cash register and grabs some sex-enhancing tablets and condoms. Instead of giving Billy the painkillers, she slips him the sex-enhancing tablets and unzips his pants. She confronts him, claiming she knows he's lying and that he wouldn't actually live with her. In a shocking turn, she blindfolds him and attempts to assault him. However, he manages to break free and accidentally knocks himself out by colliding with a shelf. Melinda exits the store with the cash, appearing disoriented. Finally, she opens the door to the outside. A customer complains about the absence of coffee. Without the man noticing, she points a gun at her own head but quickly changes her mind and lowers it. Overwhelmed, She breaks down in tears and tells the customer to leave her alone. She dials 911, but just then Perry, Sheila's boyfriend, walks in. He inquires about Sheila, but Melinda tells him she has already left. When he tries to call her phone, he hears it buzzing on the floor. Suspicion grows in him, as he knows his girlfriend wouldn't be without her phone for long. Melinda fabricates a story, claiming Sheila went off with a guy to a motel. Surprisingly, he buys her lie and heads to the nearest motel. In a panic to cover her tracks, she rushes outside to grab a shovel, but a motorcycle gang pulls up to the gas station. They start asking questions about the events of the night, specifically inquiring about Billy. Melinda provocatively asks if they engage in illegal activities, like disposing of bodies. They are insistent on entering the store. In response, she pulls a gun on them, and they draw their weapons in return. Their leader instructs them to lower their guns, pointing out the presence of cameras. Realizing her actions have been recorded, Melinda feels a wave of panic. The gang leader warns that they will search for their missing friend and will definitely return if they don't find him. After they departed, she returned inside, attempting to tamper with the lock to delete the camera footage. When her attempts failed, she stepped outside for a cigarette. This sparked a devious idea: to set the entire place ablaze. She filled 2 canisters with gasoline and brought them back to the counter. As she prepared to douse the area with fuel, Officer Lou entered, gun drawn and aimed at her. He inquired if she had noticed anyone acting suspiciously. He revealed that Billy's car was stolen, the very one he had been searching for. With the keys still in the ignition, he suspected the driver was close by. He expressed his intention to review the surveillance tapes. Melinda informed him that only Diane had access to the keys, prompting him to call her. While he was on the phone, she discreetly slipped a revolver into her pocket. Melinda then claimed she had indeed seen a suspicious individual. She described the man as having left for the motel in a green Jeep. Before departing, Officer Lou wanted to conduct a quick search of the store. Melinda felt a surge of frustration, nearly on the verge of tears. He inspected every room in the back. In a moment of desperation, Melinda aimed the gun at him, ready to pull the trigger. However, the officer found everything in order, leaving Melinda shocked as she quickly concealed the weapon. He handed her his phone number before leaving to investigate the motel. Checking the back room herself, Melinda discovered it empty, with the cable ties she had used to restrain Billy lying on the floor. Determined to proceed with her plan to ignite the gas station, she heard strange noises coming from the back, and suddenly, the lights went out. Unable to exit through the front due to a malfunctioning photocell door, she found herself trapped. Billy re-entered the store, shouting at Melinda. She cautioned him about the gasoline on the floor, threatening to set the entire place on fire. Perry arrives, pounding on the front door to gain entry. Melinda attempts to flee through the back, but Billy is already there, blocking her escape with a dumpster. Billy heads to the front and informs Perry that Melinda has lost her mind. She murdered Sheila and made an attempt to assault him. As Perry interrogates Melinda about the accusations, Billy ambushes him from behind and kills him. He then seizes Perry's green Jeep. Melinda calls Officer Lou for help, but Billy crashes a van through the front entrance. She tries to express remorse to Billy, but he is bent on revenge and pulls the trigger. The gun, previously dropped in gasoline, ignites upon firing. He discards the weapon, causing the gasoline on the floor to catch fire as well. Melinda grabs a fire extinguisher and extinguishes her burning pants. With burns on her legs, she dashes outside. Officer Lou arrives on the scene. He helps her into his car to take her to the hospital, fulfilling her earlier wish to ride in his vehicle.